Hello, guys, welcome. So it's looking like there's more trouble in the palace of Oni of Ife as the queen took to her Instagram account to put up a very, let's say, cryptic post. Let's read what she said. The post read, "No woman deserves to be bullied. Walking away from abuse should not take away your fundamental human rights and dignity as a woman. What just happened with the Assistant Commissioner of Police at the AIG's office in Akure is a pointer to the fact that the system has failed womanhood again. Does it mean that walking away from a relationship means that you should commit the big S?" And she said more details coming soon. Now, if you read that message, you would think that, oh, she was probably talking to somebody else. It doesn't have to be her. She doesn't have to be the one going through the abuse or anything. But her sister left a comment down that post and she responded to it. This is what her sister said. "No woman deserves 1% of what you went through, still going through. You have really tried and enough is enough. It's about time the sleeping dogs wake." She responded to her sister saying, "It will really be a rude awakening, you know. When I'm pushed, I'd rather die. Thank you all for standing by me through this very difficult period. They don't know what's going on, but God will be faithful." So after reading that comment, her sister left, and her response to it, then you know that the abuse that the queen was talking about was something that she was facing, not somebody else. So people have come out to say, this whole thing that you're complaining about now was what the other queen who left complained about. But the funny thing with all this series of issues between the Oni and his wives is that, you guys, let me tell you something. In case you're not Nigerian and you don't know, the Yorubas have a very strong culture, and now this is a Yoruba king. You know how people defend their pastors, Abi? That's the same way that culture defends this Oni. And I'm not making an excuse for the abuse or anything that the queen is saying she's going through, but I'm just saying that if you guys want to understand why things are not going well for the queen in the police station and everything, maybe she went to report, maybe case went to the police station. If you want to know why she's complaining about justice failing her, now you know. The Oni rather is revered. He is practically worshipped, you understand, in the Yoruba culture. So you see why when people say, "Oh, don't talk about my pastor, don't talk about my religious leader," it's the same thing with the Oni. He's respected. So you see why it's not going to be easy for her. Now, also in a country where law can be bought, where justice can be bought, where people can, if you are very influential, you can get things to go the way that you want them to go for you. Now, people have come out to say that, okay, this same thing you have been complaining about was what the other queen complained about. But you guys remember when Queen Naomi came into the picture and she said that God told her that it was she was the wife of Ooni of Ife. People are saying, "Are you no longer the wife of Ooni of Ife?" But I don't know. You guys, you think that it was God that told her then, and God is not telling her anymore right now because she has left before. Another thing again why people are talking about this in a not so good way is that the first time this news trended that there was trouble in paradise, I think she came out and still defended the Oni and all that. You guys see, I think it's something with abuse. We don't know what's really going on right now. She's still saying she'll update the public, but I think most times when people that are in abusive relationships come out, when people say, "Oh, something is going on with you," the tendency for them to always come out and say, "It's not like that, it's not like that." It's always there. We've seen it a lot of times, and that's why I want to say, I don't know if what people in abusive relationship really need is tough love or soft love. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section, because some people have said something in the comment section and people will come and say, "Oh, that was too tough, that was too insensitive of you." Other people are actually like, "Okay, let's see how it goes." And people are like, "No, you have to give them tough love so that they can leave whatever they are facing." You guys get. And if you don't know, this particular queen is the one who bettered the king's first son, you get. So she always is going to have a place in the palace. We don't know what the terms and conditions of their whole marriage is, but also something else you might want to know is that the queen is like a prophetess or like a pastor, a religious leader, like a Christian religious leader. So you see why, for me, I feel like it's conflict of, will I say, interest. Even if the king wants to go to church with her, even if she wants to practice his religion with him, it's just going to get to a point where she'll be like, "Okay, I cannot do this much," and he might be like, "Oh, I cannot do this much too," and all those kind of things. Now, after a few years, she's out, she's talking about abuse, and like she said, more details coming soon. We don't know how intense this whole situation is going to be between the both of them. But people are in the comment section saying, oh, you thought you were special or anything if other women that have been with the king complain about stuff, and you thought that when you enter into the relationship nothing will happen to you. That women too should know that you're not really special, and because you are who you think you are, you're not going to enter and now change somebody's behavioral pattern to that and to a whole different way. Other people are actually saying now that what if the king comes out and says, this is what Naomi has done to me, and what if Naomi is the one that did stuff in this situation? But I don't know, you guys, let me know your thoughts are in the comment section. But Naomi is the one on the queen actually is the one complaining about abuse in her post, like making a whole post. You know what, the gravity of her using her own verified page to post about abuse and leaving a comment for her sister too. That means she's not hiding it anymore. It's at the point where she feels like if this is going to be the end of me, then it's going to be the end of me. And I think that is actually very, very extreme, and we just hope that she's able to handle this with people that are really around her, considering that we don't know all the details. Let me play a video that she made with a pastor a few months ago, and we're going to hear what she had to say in that video.
The mirror and ask yourself, am I just throwing tantrums? Am I just being a child? Is this painful? You know what pain is. Doctors will ask you in the hospital on a scale of 1 to 10, how painful is your pain? You should be able to tell. We all know what abuse is. You should know what your spirit can take. If the children of Israel stayed there, they will never know a Canaan, because you will deal with it in a very angry and bitter way. Before you become bitter, walk away, and the Lord will walk with you.
It seemed as though she was talking about something really personal in that video, and I think at the point where she made that video, nobody would have thought that she was probably talking out of experience or anything. But you guys, like I said, considering how powerful the Ooni of Ife is, and also the fact that we don't really have so much details, like you said, more details coming soon. And if you know how this whole royalty works, as long as she has come out to say something as intense as this, they will call her to order. They will say, okay, don't talk this much. Okay, what do you want to do? Because they don't want the Ooni's name to be how would I put that, rubbed in the mud in public. They will try to settle these things inside the house, so we might never know the full details of what she went through or what she's going through. And like we always say, and like she said too, walk away before you become bitter. And as much as possible, try not to get into toxic relationships if you can, because sometimes the signs are there and we just choose not to see it. But you guys, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. It's the Roast Run. I thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, you know what to do. Like it, turn on the bell and subscribe. I will see you in my next video. Bye.